Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the second part here of In Dreaming Avalon, our super fun brand new game by Vincent and Meg Baker. That's based on their one of my favorites. It's not as good. It's not as favorite as Pocket's World, but it might as well be. They're tied in my heart of their games. All of those games are super good. If you don't know who Vincent Baker is or Meg Baker, ooh, you're in for a treat. These games, all their games they come up with are super good, and this one's proving to completely go right along the line here. So it's very much expected. So we're currently playing our game. We have 2 knights and 2 fairies in Dreaming Avalon. We just had a chase, a couple of solitaire scenes, and then a joust about receiving each other's lances. And now we're ready to pick it up again. Would someone else like to set a scene? I know Umbra just went, and I was actually thinking about doing a joust and stuff like that, so now I have to think about what scene I want to do, because I literally was thinking about the exact same scene that you just suggested there, Umbra, so thank you for that.
Well, I feel like Lo and I should probably steal some time together, since
Yeah.
I've caught Lo.
Where's that? Steal some time together.
It's at the top of the handouts list.
Yeah, they're not in order because I'm not smart.
It's on page 34 of the PDF.
Or second from the top of the handouts.
Yeah, basically the games are in LIFO order based on how Roll20 produces subfolders.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, for sure. I'm down to do that.
So I think it's pretty obvious how we came to be stealing time together. I caught you. I hunted you down and I caught you.
Yep. You've got the lightning.
Literally, yeah.
Yep. Now we just need some thunder. Okay.
I don't know that I feel like we need to invite others into the scene, but if you would like to, you may.
We might discover you as play continues, so like we'll see. We'll play it by ear. But thank you for considering that.
Let's see.
I think what you notice is that this is probably what I was hoping for all along. I was daring in that, like, there was a possibility that you would be pissed off and try to kill me with the swordfish. but the obvious hope, more like the outcome that I was hoping for, is that you wouldn't kill me and that you would catch me.
I guess I actually do have a question. I'm sorry, as an observer.
Mm-hmm.
Since you're no longer lightning, what do you look like?
Just the character description. So I think since I'm like quite happy to be caught, I'm looking more feminine, but in my mind I have it kind of, maybe just because I've been watching Twin Peaks, but I'm thinking kind of like Agent Cooper in the androgynous kind of way, except looking more feminine in this instance. And then I've got the autumn leaves for hair, and I'm also lighter than air, and I have lustrous green skin. So yeah, just superimpose that on Agent Cooper with a feminine look, and you've got me.
Nailed it. Okay, yeah. Got it.
As far as what you notice about me, I think at this point the only thing you notice is that I haven't killed you, but there's still that intensity on my face as we're conducting this liaison that maybe you haven't quite been able to pin down what it means yet.
Oh, yeah.
You probably know what you were hoping it means.
Yeah. Human folk are whack.
Okay. All right. So it looks like we just converse naturally and then make advances. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, it looks like stealing time together plays like the other ones from before. So cool. Yep.
So, it's not long after I've run you down with my horse, and you're just there happy to be caught, and I dismount and I unstrap my swordfish from my saddle and I just toss it at your feet. What is this?
True love?
I just raise a single eyebrow at you.
And then, so I haven't played this video game before, but we're just conversing until we continue to do one of these advances?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
And you can like weave an advance into when you're talking, right?
Right. Okay, so I scoop up the swordfish and I bring it to you, and I go to raise the visor of your helmet. May I? So that you can take a closer look at what it exactly
I am not wearing armor.
Oh.
I took off my armor so I would be more agile so I could chase you down.
Oh. Okay. I touch your hand then, may I?
You may, but only for a moment.
And then I replace it with the swordfish and say, look closer. Good night.
I give you a skeptical look, but then I look down at the swordfish, expecting something maybe to happen. Does it just kind of flop there?
I think so, yeah.
I think I look back up at you and I say, fix it.
Sure, yeah. I touch the sword or the swordfish and it becomes the sword, but what I'm hoping for is like a sense of loss, right? That this living creature is now gone and you were staring at it in the eye when it transformed into your sword.
Okay. I think you're disappointed then because I never truly saw it as a living creature. I saw it as a vile enchantment.
A vile one?
Well, I mean, I saw it as an unnatural enchantment. Yeah, a trick, a mischief.
So you haven't lost anything. It's just been replaced with what it was before.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I begin to weep a little bit.
What does it look like when you cry?
Yeah.
I wound your heart, may I? Yeah.
Oh, is that one of the things?
No, it's
touch your blank is one of the options.
I think it would be neat if it was like a crystal form that melted and turned into like rain that got caught up with the leaves blowing from my hair.
My face immediately changes to one of concern, and almost instinctively I reach up to touch your face. May I?
Yeah, of course.
I move to wipe your mystical tears away. However that may be, and I say, Fairy, what has broken your heart so?
My love for you was in the fish, the living creature that you never saw or cared for. And I think the tears are you trying to make the tears stop in like oh no, like make that stop, or like ah.
It's more the second one. Like that's why my face changed. It wasn't like, oh gross, oh you're crying. No, it's
okay.
Like, oh no, I've obviously done something to hurt you, and that wasn't my intention. I'm a knight, and a knight needs his sword. And I don't think I ever realized what that meant.
Okay. And I think after I say that, I look in your eyes, and it is the same color as the fish's eyes, which were perhaps peculiar. And the only way the audience knows this is probably there's like a flashback of like the fish's eye color and then my eye color, which is probably like maybe bright orange. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That goes with your leaves.
Exactly.
I think my hand lingers on your face, and I say, I'm sorry, I didn't know. I didn't realize.
I think a playful smile slowly splays across my face, and I go to entwine my hands in your hair. May I?
You may, but for only a moment, and then I withdraw to a less charged distance.
Just bro.
And you see my my pale face flush bright red.
I wonder which of us is caught in this moment, Sir Knight.
I am flustered and I am blustered, but I am unable to actually reply to you right now.
I think like I tentatively step forward, but I don't try to like broach your bubble until you're, ready. But we'll make it clear that I still want to have some form of intimacy, as long as it's allowed.
Okay, you may come closer.
Baby steps. I think instead then maybe I'll offer out a hand, which is green. And instead, extend the invitation to you instead of me continuing to encroach in your space.
Okay. Then I think I hesitate for a moment, but then I do reach forward and I clasp your hand. May I? And I feel like I'm new to this fairy world. Like I have not been dreaming in Avalon long. Sure. And so I raise your hand and I kind of study it because it's the shimmering green and I've never seen anything like it before. And I look back at you and I say, so it was not a dream, or perhaps it was a dream, but not when we spoke.
Does it matter if it was or was not? What matters is here and now. And the touch of our skin. Wink.
I got nothing.
I think it would be interesting if at this time we actually were interrupted.
I think so too.
Well, it's not going to be me who interrupts because I have something planned.
It could just be that the scene ends here because something interrupts us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can deal with that later.
Yeah. So the intensity is there, but it's gone from camera.
All right.
Slow burn.
Sir Ericourt, you're going to join me in a scene.
Okay.
We're meeting sword to sword.
Okay.
I love that you guys are having all the violent ones. This is great.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because
This
is immediately after. Yeah, this is the euphemism one. No, but so you lost the joust, right? And I come over and I dismount and I pull out my bouquet and I bring up my hand and I give my hand to you to lift you up and I dust you off and I tell you, well fought, good night, but I know you might be tired, but the day is long here and there's still more games to be had. Now please, and I show you my bouquet. Choose your sword.
Okay.
We're gonna fight with flowers in our hands.
Yes.
Yes, I reach in and I withdraw a...
It's a rainbow plethora of colors, whatever color you want, it's available.
Yes, I withdraw a black rose from the bouquet.
Ooh, mysterious. And I guess I will fight to know your secrets, I say, flirtatiously. And I will choose yellow. A yellow rose. And I seemingly toss the rest aside, not really caring about them. And
does it just like turn into rain behind you as you throw it away?
Yeah, I like that. I was thinking they're turning into birds, but that works. Yeah. Cool. I guess, do we notice anything extra about each other? Or should we just kind of begin?
Yeah, I think you can tell that Sir Ericourt is excited now.
Right.
I think in contrast to Sir Duncan, he has been here for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think he hasn't been impressed with a fairy until now.
Okay. Yeah, and I get into like the fencing pose with the sword out, like, and on guard. And yeah, so you're probably better with a sword. But I mean, we're fighting with flowers, so maybe if we want to do it randomly, that's fine with me too.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't think he's very good with flowers.
Yeah. Okay, let's just decide randomly.
Yeah.
You're 1 and I'm 2.
Okay.
All right, you win. So you get to start with the leading questions. Obviously we have to flourish or flourish our phrases here with
Indeed.
fighting, cutting across each other's ribs with a rose. But so be it.
Yes, let's see. Let's have a look at the questions here. Yeah, so we get into the like fencing dance in a sense. Yeah. We're locked in with each other. We're circling around, and I make a thrust. Thrust at your side, and with my free hand, I grab your wrist. And draw you close. And I say, this has been a very pleasing encounter. Do you let your sword drop, or do you shove me away and fight on?
Ooh, I twist away and I say, the fight has only just begun, Sir Knight. And you come
Very
around.
well.
And I strike back into the fencing pose with the flower out, right? These flowers don't go like limp. They're just, they're very rigid. And so now we circle your black rose and my yellow rose tips touching. And I say to you, I'm very interested in hearing your secrets. Good night. And what do you say?
Well, I have plenty, little fairy, and in time, which is the one thing we have, you may learn them all. But I know if you're kind, and no deal must be offered without fair exchange.
And then your turn.
Yeah, so I think let's see. Yeah, maybe we get more into it for a moment. Like there's a moment or a few moments of exchanges of flashing blades or roses, and there's a moment where they touch and they're entangled in a sense. I think they're like literally entangled.
Oh yeah. On the thorns and yeah.
Yeah, and your mouth is near my ear. What do you say?
I demand you tell me one. Indulge me.
Intriguing. Let's see. Once I had a husband and 2 children, but no longer.
Oh. Your turn. Oh wait, it's my turn, right?
It's your turn.
I think at that moment I drop back hearing that. I'm like, and because I look kind of sad, right? And our flowers decouple, and you slice me across the rib and the arm. Do you press your attack, or do you realize that I look upset? Give me a moment.
Yeah, I think he gives you a moment. He realizes that he didn't really remember that until he told you. He's been here for so long that his past is muddled, and that just sort of came out. So, yeah, Sir Elcourt lowers his rose and sort of steps back for a moment, both giving you space and realizing himself what's happened.
Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like a lull there for a minute. Yeah. And I think I'd probably say I was hoping for a happy secret. And yeah, your turn.
Such is the nature of the world of mortals. Fairy, there are no happy secrets.
What a terrible place.
Indeed. And let's see. Yeah, I think I go on and say that there is a gloom to the world of mortals that is simply not present here. There are tricksters and liars in a different sense. Here, the mischief is for merrymaking and for temporary enjoyment, but there it is for ambition and secrecy. And while he's been doing this, he's been repositioning himself, keeping you distracted with his words. So suddenly there's a shot with the rose flashing up, and I get my sword's point high up under your chin. Do you submit or do you flee?
I submit. I say, touche, Sir Ericourt. And I drop. I guess I probably have to drop my rose because you win. And I say, and I courteously bow and say, Dawn. Right.
Sir Ericourt with the golden tree. I think he drops his rose and it turns into a raven and flies away.
Oh yeah, then I guess my rose turns into a bluebird. Okay. Cool.
Follow the birds.
I think that's it. I think that's our game.
That was good.
Yeah.
Fencing with flowers. That was brilliant, Eric.
Very good.
You got pollinated a little bit there too.
I did. Oh, I know.
I have an idea for transitioning away from where we left off. It might be interesting to do a dance. I think that my character would see that or assume that you're struggling with intimacy, but the niceties of a dance would jive well with a knight. And then also it'd be interesting to see if other people come into the scene as well.
Yeah, I think everybody might be in this.
Mhm.
I think that would be interesting to kind of bring all these stories together because they've been so apart.
Yeah, definitely.
So how did we come to be dancing together?
I was thinking it directly goes from where that very tense moment. I like take a step forward and the scene just suddenly becomes like a ballroom, and it's to feel better kind of thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, so like the ballroom just like, unfolds from the trees and the.
I love it.
This is lights and other fairies appear dancing, and yeah, I guess the two of us are not far away.
That's right. Is this too dramatic for dance? This is too dramatic for dance music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm trying to find
fight scene. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, there we go.
That's good.
And I also kind of like it because it becomes like another chase. Like I want to know if your character is interested or not, because you're all like, I don't know what I'm doing. I am a robot. So it's time to learn some stuff. And I like that. It seems like the scene you can be posing it to anybody at the time too,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah,
it's neat.
Okay.
So everybody's dancing.
Do we notice anything new about each other?
I mean, some of us haven't met until now, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe Dawn and Lo know each other.
Is it just the four of us, or are there others too?
I like to think that there's tons of people, and we're
Okay.
like interchanging between many
Okay,
people.
yeah, but we focus on the parts when we're dancing together, of course. Okay,
Yes.
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
got it. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we take turns. We each go twice around the circle. So the worst dancer, self-proclaimed, takes the first turn.
I
Yeah.
am pretty friggin' white boy, so I don't know.
I think it's the character who is
Lo?
the worst dancer.
Yeah,
Oh, the character.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm real good.
Yeah, I think Sir Aragorn doesn't dance, is how he puts it.
Okay, so you would probably be the worst dancer.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm absolutely not even close to being in the competition for worst dancer, so
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
gonna don't
I'm
even worry
probably
about
not
it.
as good as the fairies, but I'm probably better than Sir Aragorn.
You can hold your own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can literally be lightning when I choose. So
Yeah, so I think like there's a moment where like this is like just as the fight ends, and like, suddenly there's just this ballroom that appears around us,
Mhm.
and like we see people dancing. So there's a moment of like, surprise on Aragorn's face. Then I think he just takes Dawn's hand, and I think the way that he dances it's very old. Like I think this is like an old mortal dance that like is no longer around.
Yeah, it's no longer in vogue.
Arthurian Britain.
Okay.
So yeah, so I think the two of us are dancing at first, and let's see.
Who are the two?
Me and Dawn for now.
Okay.
Yeah, and let's see.
Yeah, so you ask me one of these questions.
Mm. Yes. So let's see. Something about me catches your eye, and your look lingers. What is it?
Your awkward dancing is hilarious. I laugh about how good you are at fighting, yet how unskilled and blundering you are on the way of dance.
Yeah,
So-
I think it's almost like the haka, in a sense, where it's like lots of like loud, like very pronounced steps.
Yeah, I don't know what the haka is. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Oh wait,
It's
like the
the-
haka. The Polynesian?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the war dance.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I was like, I don't know any waltz or anything like Arthurian based on that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I got you. Cool. All right, so I don't think the question actually goes to me. I think someone else can go. We just take turns answering each other's questions. But I mean, in order of the screen, Astani you would be next. So maybe does Sir Duncan want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. So I think at this time I'm dancing with Lo.
Okay.
And let's see. At this moment in the dance, you laugh at what?
I think it makes sense if you are a little bit startled and don't know if, yeah, like just the fact that you're a little bit startled as soon as I walked forward and it became a ballroom and suddenly everybody's dancing around you and yeah.
So it's my bewilderment that amuses you.
Yeah. And then who is it next?
Oh, you.
Is
Fraser.
it me?
Yeah, then it'll be me.
Okay, then I think the one that makes a lot of sense is the moment in the dance allows me to step close to you and linger very near. Am I welcome?
You are, but you can tell that it makes me a little uncomfortable.
Jeez, this guy is like so uptight. Okay, sounds good.
Hmm.
I made a
He's a
ballroom.
young and naive mortal. You gotta give him a little time. Let him warm up a bit.
Indeed.
I go to help Sir Ericourt kind of like learn how to dance like this, but by doing so, I lose my place in this dance. And Lo, you were the person who's closest to me to get me back into this dance. So, do you let me stumble and be awkward here for a moment, or do you draw me back into place?
I draw you back into place.
Cool.
And I flash like sort of like I'm also doing it to make the other person jealous as well. And maybe perhaps the whole room jealous, right?
Good, I know. Yeah, because I think you and I dance and like you're like, oh, that's how it's done. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's a dip. I didn't know that you can dip in this dance, and they just dipped.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, cool. Totally. Great. Cool. That's exactly what I wanted. All right.
Yeah, so I think there's like a moment between the two of you where you're like showing off the correct way to dance. So like, as this is happening, and I think like the room isn't just entranced with the two of you dancing for a moment, and I end up over by Sir Duncan. And like I recognize that like you're also a knight. You're also like an outsider, but you don't have like the wear of the Fey realm. Like, you're new here. So let's see. I think I had one in mind. But let's see. Yeah, and I think we just try to like fall in place the best we can. But we end up scrambling for a bit, and your mouth is close to my ear. What do you say?
Is there any way that I would recognize that you've been here a while? Like you don't seem as lost as maybe I feel?
Yeah,
or
probably.
something like that?
Probably. Like there is something. I'm not sure what, but there is something.
Okay. I think I whisper an admission to you that I am concerned with fairy tricks. And I ask you what should I be wary of?
You should be wary of. Let's see. I should put this. in in in, in most times their tricks are not of ill intent, but they're not as used to the realm of decency that you and I belong in. So it may come across as less worse intentions than it may be. So I say, do not worry as much as you seem to be.
Okay. Let's see. I think once Dawn and Lo are done showing off, the turn of the dance has me dancing with Dawn, actually.
Uh-huh.
Like maybe we have switched partners and like Lo is dancing with Sarah Ericourt and I am dancing with Dawn. And my hair has fallen in front of my ear. Do you touch my face?
Of course I do, because you're far more pretty with your you're far prettier with your hair back away, because you have a very, very, very nice jawline. It frames your
I
head
love your ears.
much better. Yeah. Right. Yeah, like your ears are yeah. I'd probably say something like that. Like, you have such pretty ears. Coming from someone who probably has like elf-like ears and antlers. So and bright gemstone-y blue eyes. So yeah. Okay. Cool. Fraser. Slow's turn.
I think I want to tempt you again. And so what I think happens is, as the partners change, I think I get set up with Dawn, and you like spin me, and I unnaturally spin kind of like all across the room. But oh shoot, I just closed it.
Oh no.
Where are we? Dancing. It was the one where, oh, there we go. You have an opportunity to draw me close as I'm like spinning by and take me and hold me for a moment. Do you take it or don't you?
Who was this for?
For Duncan.
So, do I steal you away from Dawn? Is that the question? And
No, I think I'm wide open, right? I'm just spinning, but I've kind of obviously maneuvered myself that you would have this opportunity if you
Okay.
want it, so that I'm gauging, I guess.
I think I'm swept up in the dance, and I take it.
Haha.
And I think, yeah, I think there's this moment where I pull you close, and you're like far closer than how the other dancers are dancing. And for a moment, we linger that way before we are swept up in the movement of the dance.
Very nice.
Alright. So then it's back to me. Sir Ericourt, we're back dancing together. My face is close to yours. Do you turn subtly toward me or subtly away?
Yeah, I think I turned subtly away. It's not because I disapprove of you. It's because I'm looking at Lo, and Duncan is there, hurricaning around the court.
Yeah, totally.
I think we did a good thing today.
Yeah. Cool. All right, that's the dance.
Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
I'd like to hear a lute medieval cover of that song. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, that would be great. I would love that.
Yeah. That was a great game suggestion, Razor. I love the dance. Does someone else have a game suggestion?
Let's see. Is that who hasn't gone yet?
I think we've
this
all
round?
gone.
Because I would love to. I think a feast is probably in order now.
That's what I was thinking too, and I think you're the one that, or no, someone has only suggested one, right? But
Yeah, I
that's
feel
what-
like I've gone already because I just did the sword to sword, so I feel like
I did too. You did
it's not
too.
my place.
I've
I
gone.
think it's Duncan. Duncan has only done one, I think.
I've hunted you, and then we stole time.
Oh, so there you go. Okay, so
Okay.
so what do you?
So what
think?
about you, Umbra? Have you done 2?
Yeah, the solitaire and the jest.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
I
there
forgot
you
about the solitaire. Okay, so yes,
Uh-huh.
someone can do a feast then.
go. Yeah, feast
Right.
sounds nice.
Yeah, I will.
Mhm.
I'll conduct the feast. So it's a game. We all play it.
Mhm.
What do we notice each other? What do we notice about each other?
Mhm.
You notice that I'm hungry. As my stomach rumbles, being like, "Oh, this dancing and exercising works up an appetite."
And then suddenly there's
do-
food.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do we hear your bells jingle? when you're
Yeah.
hungry?
yeah. My stomach growls, and it growls so loudly that it jingles the bells in my antlers. Yeah.
I think everyone notices my eyes have color changed, and they're the color of hope.
What is the color of hope?
I was hoping nobody would ask. We'll say amber. I don't know. No, green. Green is go.
I would say Lo in particular is noticing that I'm loosening up a little bit,
Hmm.
which is probably making Lo very happy.
That's why I got them hope eyes.
Looking at you with them hopey eyes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're more like wolf eyes, like I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, maybe a bit predatory. But yeah, I think Sir Aragort is sitting across from Dawn. It's the sunset of the group.
Yeah.
And I think he's looking happy for the first time, and he doesn't remember how long.
Yeah.
Aw. And yeah, okay. So I will lead the first turn since I'm conducting the game. I don't think it says who should go, so I'm just gonna go. I'm tired of going last. So I'm gonna order
You
a
have the
fairy
power.
dish. I call back to the chef to bring out my favorite dish, which is shavings of gilded truffle, glazed with strawberry wine.
Mhm.
Ooh.
And
delicious.
and mine is ooh, oh damn. Oh, okay. Oh, these are all good. Oh no. Oh. If you are wed to one not present, who waits bitterly for you to remember, this dish is intoxicating to you. Who is intoxicated? Me.
Me.
Not me.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's interesting. I love how it reveals stuff
Hmm.
like that. That's so
Yes.
That is
Okay.
very good.
So you're drunk?
Yes, I'm intoxicated.
Yeah, from the strawberry wine.
This is my favorite meal. Okay.
you get a bottle of the wine.
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, cool. If we're doing it in show order, Umbra, you're next.
Yes. Let's see. I'll have a night's dish, I think.
Mhm.
I shall ask
Procedural meal generation. Yes,
Yes.
so good.
I love it.
I shall ask for warm oatcakes with honey, and that's it. Okay, it's just the one.
Yeah.
And I say, let's see.
Mm.
These are also all good. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. If you've never prepared breakfast for a lover on a cold spring morning, this dish dazzles you with its freshness and brightness. Who hasn't?
Sorry, what was it? Which one?
The last one.
If you've never prepared breakfast for a lover on a cold spring morning, this dish dazzles you with its freshness and brightness. Who hasn't?
I have
think-
not.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think Sir Eric has as well.
Oh yeah, Dawn for sure has never done it.
Mm-hmm. So no one has.
Yeah. So we're all blown away by warm oat cakes with honey. Who would have known such a simple dish is so good?
So I think that puts me next in the list.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna choose a fairy dish. We are going to have ripe golden poppy pods, roasted in nightingale songs,
Ooh.
and if you are unfaithful in love, this dish is wonderfully sweet. Who takes more? If you are unfaithful in love, this dish is wonderfully sweet. Who takes more?
I can't stop. This is super good.
This is delicious.
Yeah. That is so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love
totally.
This game. I love this game.
This is a neat twist on eating. I like this one. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Frasier, I think it's your turn to choose a meal. What does Lo choose?
Mushrooms baked on a stone. And
Oh, so a night dish.
night's dish, yeah, sorry. If you've never kept awake over your beloved dead, this dish awakens fierce sorrow in your heart. Who hasn't?
I mean, hello. Hi. How's it going?
Dawn just loves eating.
Yeah. And I guess I just can't help but cry as I feel profound sadness with this dish. Sad mushrooms. Who brought the sad mushrooms?
I think I'm also sobbing because I'm still so.
Eat my feelings.
It's so good, but why is it sad?
We went from really good opium to sad mushrooms.
Just like every party.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I don't have the sorrow.
Sorry.
I have kept awake. These mushrooms ain't super bad to me.
And I think
Cool.
that is the end.
Yep.
Yeah.
All together, we toast the chef, and the feast ends.
Oh.
That was cute.
I love that.
Yeah,
That was really fun.
That was really good. That's probably my favorite so far.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. I have a suggestion for what to do next.
Okay.
I would like to go to court.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're gonna hold court. Court's a little bit of a complicated game. We all play again. So I'm gonna grab everyone's little things and put it in front of it. Okay. Now we have to choose who Morgan Le Fay is and who the knight captain is. And so we draw from the deck without looking at it, and then we're going to... So let me just grab some face down cards. How are we going to do... Can you guys move these cards? Is it possible for you to move them?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
We have the power.
Here's what we're going to do.
Just place them by our sides, like over here.
I'm gonna put grab your card, your corresponding color. So I'm gonna put it, our tokens this way. And then on the count of 3, we're gonna place our card in front of the player you think should be Morgan Le Fay. If you are a knight, or the knight's captain if you are a fairy.
Okay,
So knights choose Morgan Le Fay, fairies choose a knight.
Yeah.
But now we don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now is the problem. We lost our colors.
I'm green.
Yeah, I'm the red.
Purple.
All right.
So
Then
we're choosing a knight. If you're
Yes,
because
that-
We'll do it this way.
Yeah, the fairies choose a knight, and the knights choose a fairy.
Okay. So on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, choose.
Whoa.
Oh wait, we're doing it that way? Oh yeah,
Wait,
okay.
what are
Well,
we
I
doing?
put my card to green.
Yeah.
Where are
Oh.
we going?
I was doing it horizontally. Oh,
Yeah.
I see what we were doing.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, okay.
Are we going up there or?
Damn digital representations. Yes, okay. So no, none for Sir Ericourt. All right, now we flip our cards.
No.
We have a joker. Were we supposed to have jokers?
I
don't
know.
think so.
Then just draw me a new card and replace it.
Yeah, I think it's just supposed to be the faces and the aces.
Yeah.
King of Hearts.
Okay. So Sir Duncan, let's do let's do Morgan Le Fay first, right? We tie with kings, so then it goes by suits. If a tie hearts, then diamonds. So Lo, you are Morgan, and then Duncan, you are you're the knight captain.
Okay.
El Capitan. I am Morgan.
All right. Can someone read the next step?
Yeah. let's see.
Thereafter,
Everyone-
Morgan Le Fay conducts the court proper. Simultaneously, everyone plays the court in attendance. And then when Morgan Le Fay is satisfied, the court ends. So, Morgan Le Fay draws a card from the deck face down without looking at it. On the count of 3, place your card still face down in front of the player you think should be Morgan Le Fay. Wait, what?
No, we've already did that.
Yeah,
No, sorry. No,
The
we're
court
sorry.
proper.
Yeah.
Choose any or all of the following in any order, and then just do the prompts. Yeah, I started reading that and then like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, no.
Yeah, keep in mind, yeah, so there's 2 pages to this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So everyone who's not Morgan Le Fay, we should be looking. There's a second page for like the court in attendance.
Oh.
Right? There's like other things that can happen, so just keep that in mind. That we might have to play like, because in attendance happens, I think, is a pretty frequent one, based on
Yeah.
my reading of it. So like, just
Yeah.
knowing that that's on the other page when you're looking for it.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're in court.
Yeah.
so
So
we're in
Morgan.
attendance.
And yeah, you
Yeah.
conduct your court, Morgan. Choose any or all of the following in any order.
Okay. So the other players are free to play in attendance as you do so.
Mm-hmm.
They may whisper their answers back or decline to answer with us. Morgan Le Fay is speaking.
So acknowledge the knights by name, welcoming them to Dreaming Avalon. So welcome Sir
Yeah,
Duncan
so-
and Sir Ericourt.
Yeah.
And the Knights captain is gonna be Sir Duncan, I believe, right?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
the
Sir
Knights
Duncan's the captain.
So I invite you to speak.
And to formally accept your hospitality.
Oh yeah, come hither, Sir Duncan.
I approach. And I think this is probably the first time that I've had to address someone in court. Like normally, like I'm probably someone who was recently a squire and now I've become a knight, and then all of a sudden I've found myself in Avalon. And so I'm like, my brow's furrowed as I'm trying to remember, okay, how did my knight do it when I squired to him? Okay, so you bow, and so it's like very like you've been calling me a robot, and I'm very much going through the motions of accepting your hospitality, but it's like clunky and it's awkward, but sincere. And I say, Morgan Le Fay, I thank you for your hospitality, the dance and the feast, and for sharing your home and hearth with us, Knights of the Mortal Realm. And I bow deeply to you.
This place is also welcome to you, Captain. I invite all in attendance, all of you, to bring forward the gifts that you've brought and announce it to the court. If the player hesitates, you may ask them leading questions to draw a gift out of them, or else cruelly let them fumble. Oh, that's mean. So I step forward and I say, "And what gifts have you brought me?" And I make like a sweeping motion with my hands so as to indicate that all of the people are being spoken to and not just you who have stepped forward.
Okay. So are you putting the onus on us for one of us to step forward?
Yeah, I'm just inviting all in attendance. So yeah.
Yeah, so I think Sir Court steps forward, and he produces from behind his back a bouquet of black roses.
You like all about them black roses, huh?
Yes. And offers them to Morgan Le Fay.
She takes them in her hand and bows back. And then her eyes fall on the other two. With a smile. She's not being mean.
Yet.
Ooh. I know. I'll go first. I know what I present. I present in a small little cage an iridescent cricket.
Ooh, that's a dope gift. She smiles widely. Takes it and is reminded of Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that. I was like, my queen, I present to you an honorific gift of luck and good fortune for your rule in this most sacred orchard of dreaming Avalon. And I bow and present you my gift, and then bow again as I leave and return to the ranks and file of the court proper.
And a smile and eyes fall on the captain for a gift.
And I think I'm thankful that the other two have gone first, because I don't really have anything. I've literally just woken up here and then been swept into all of this. And I pull out like a small knife from my boot and I cut a lock of my hair and I braid it together, and then I bow and present it to you.
She takes it, and I think her eyebrows raise, and she says, "You put much trust in me this day." And then
I just kind of take a deep breath.
I think she bows to you all and steps back, and then asks if someone has brought a complaint or petition. Anyone complaining about Avalon these days?
I mean, it's treating me pretty well.
Yeah, I think Sir Court is pleased with his current situation.
I don't think I'm satisfied.
Yeah, especially after those mushrooms.
Yeah.
Bad shrooms.
Dawn petitions that those mushrooms must be served for every meal.
Okay.
That they are truly an experiential event, and that I was so moved by these mushrooms that I forget how they were cooked. Baked on a stone. Of these stone-baked mushrooms that, well, I don't see how it's possible for us of this realm to go without them. We should have them for every meal. Perhaps as a side or even a main, but it should always be an offering.
Okay, and then I would go to offering
Sad
food.
mushrooms.
Sad mushrooms. These are the only punishments your court may command. When it says name somebody, I'm assuming it must be a player.
No, you name a character, right?
Okay. Yeah, so I think she names Delacour, who is the chef. Play, command them to play through the remainder of the court. With their eyes closed.
Yeah, I think
Sounds like you could pick a player character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This sounds more like a player character.
Okay. I think that
that's one in particular.
in order to acquiesce to this, I point at you and I say, in order for this to occur, you must go through court without smiling, happy fairy, and then your wish will come true.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I think that's it for that, right?
Yeah, for that one.
Hmm.
You have more things to do in court if you wish.
Let's see. Oh, I like the whispered thing.
Yeah, but you have to have us playing in attendance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Play in court in attendance if you've overheard an interesting question or have a question.
And we haven't been whispering.
Yeah.
We've been riveted.
We
by
haven't
court.
we haven't had a chance to have attendance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss attendance?
No, there's games that grant the rest of your court to have attendance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to do that.
Technically, the rest of us are in attendance. But there hasn't
Yeah.
really been the...
Like play court
That's
in
fine.
attendance if you overheard an interesting question or have a question of your own to whisper. Or like take time to read through this list and consider your options. The other players are free to play in attendance as you do so.
I will do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. I would like to look at the
Alright.
list.
Yeah, so I think as the court procedure is going on, and
Sir
Morgan
Duncan.
is
Sir Duncan, if you have 10 yards of emerald green silk studded with diamonds, what would you do with it?
Morgan Le Fay is speaking.
Okay. Sorry. Umbra?
yes, I think Aracourt leans into Dawn as court is being conducted. I think he might be a bit drunk still from the sad mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, if you could command for yourself built a capricious tower, what would you install on the topmost floor?
Who are you asking that to?
It's to Dawn.
Ah. A statue of somebody. The bravest knight I know.
So who would that happen to be?
You mortals aren't the only ones with secrets. I say blushing.
I see. We all know our fair share of brave knights.
A secret for a secret. I say back to you.
There is a river in the mortal realm which glitters like silver in the moonlight. And there you can find peace in a world at war.
I think Morgan Le Fay like speaks up and commands Aracourt to elaborate upon what they've been whispered if you find it interesting or provocative, which I do.
Which one is it?
The last thing that you were saying.
Yeah, but is it interesting or provocative?
Oh, interesting, I think.
Yes, I remember a vast river in close to the town where I lived once. The town suffered has suffered a tremendous amount of conflict over the years, warring kings from various realms, and this town has been caught between many sides over the years, and swords have exchanged hands, and mothers have become widows. But there is a place by the river where the trees draw in close, and on some evenings of particular moonlight, you can forget everything else that has happened here, and find peace where such things have no business existing. It is a most marvelous place. I wish you could see it someday.
And I think Morgan Le Fay's declares a law of her own invention, which is when a human discloses and rends a part of themselves in the court, in whatever manner they so choose, they can relive a past moment at peace in them by themselves in the court. Just so you know.
Yeah, so I think then maybe the scene fades for a bit, and we see Sir Aragorn sitting with his feet in the water, and we see a man sitting beside him with his arms on his shoulders, and we see that they look like knights proper in heavy armor with different banners, with different sigils on their armor, serving different kings. But they seem at peace.
I think then Morgan acknowledges your authority, and maybe she has like a standing throne, and she advocates it and invites you to conduct court temporarily as I stand off to the side. It's an invitation, so.
I think he looks over to Duncan and says, I have sworn off all claims of authority. I'm barely a knight. I'm no king. The throne is not mine to take.
So would you do it? No pressure.
You kind of backed me into a corner here, and I feel like I kind of have to. So I think we see these like very begrudging steps towards the throne.
What does Dawn look like as this is happening?
I feel like Dawn doesn't want to get involved as much as possible. Like, I feel like Dawn just kind of wants more of those mushrooms, or still kind of like feeling it, or like I know what it is. Yeah, it's probably because it's like right after. You probably feel kind of sick from all the food that they ate.
All the sorrow.
There was so much food.
All the sad mushrooms.
Feel free. I'm gonna read through the list, so you guys play in attendance.
Okay.
So, Morgan, whatever name you go by in these times when someone else is on the throne.
Mm.
If an ogre bursts suddenly into the court, who do you suppose it would devour first, and why?
My ogres are drawn to power, so it would come from me first, naturally.
And I think Alucard looks over to the throne at the point and says, "Do you think it sees power in you?" Without your illustrious seat.
I think so.
Hmm?
Do you not?
Well, power is a very curious thing, I've found. It might not be so easy to grasp as one might think.
And if you had only 5 minutes alone with Dawn, what do you hope they would choose to do with you?
I hope we would fight again. That was a lovely time. I think I look over to Dawn at that point, who's just standing over there, befuddled and unsmiling.
If you could kiss once the lips of anyone here, whom would you choose, Dawn?
Sir Ericort's, of course.
Of course.
Who would you choose?
I think we all know the answer.
Are you low in this moment or Morgan?
I think it's cooler if
low is Morgan in a sense.
Oh, I probably. Oh, okay. I guess I still say it, but yeah.
I think I just say that everybody knows the answer to that question already.
Do we though?
So much for the secrets of fairies.
I want to extract a forfeit. I would like to extract a forfeit from Dawn.
Ooh.
And I would like
What do you choose?
the first option, mischief.
They
You must play that game now out of turn. Is that what that means? Play a game now out of turn?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You may choose your own partner. I want to see the mischief of fairies.
Okay. Then I'm gonna choose Sir Ericourt.
Hmm? I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Get mischieved.
I'm just not exactly sure how this fits fictionally. Because you're peacefully asleep and dreaming Avalon.
I assume magics from Avalon make him fall asleep.
Okay. You're peacefully asleep and dreaming Avalon. I'm somewhere else minding my own business, just smoking some incense and letting my mind wander. You're dreaming that you're dreaming. You won't remember this when you wake up, or maybe you will. But you'll think it's a dream. You don't actually know, but you'll probably remember it. Anyway, in your dream of a dream, I can ask you a few questions and you should answer them. I hope you answer them honestly, but you should answer them however you want. Unless you don't want to answer them at all, you can dream of waking up whenever you choose. Just say something like, "Enough, I dream of waking up," and the spell, or whatever it is, ends. And so does this game. May I continue, or do you dream of waking up?
You may continue.
Okay. The fact is, I'm curious about you, but I'm not sure how I feel about you, and I haven't decided how I'm going to approach you. That's what I'm going to try to figure out. If I promised you my heart, would you accept it? Would you like it? Just to be clear, I'm not promising, I'm just asking. What if?
I have no use for the heart of a fairy.
If I try to be more brooding like you, would you like that?
Maybe. I think you are maybe a bit too cheerful, and if we were to ever wake, I think the mortal world would destroy you.
But wait, I've squandered a chance to steal time with you by choosing to play this game, haven't I?
I dream of waking up.
Okay.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Game.
Does mischief? So
Mischief managed.
does part 3 happen or no?
No, they dreamt of waking up.
Okay.
Does everyone feel pretty satisfied?
I think so.
I'm good.
So is that court being over?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's court.
Okay.
That was good.
What is?
It's
I'm
interesting.
wondering what does Duncan look like after they've witnessed that mischief? Like as we fade out from the scene, what's the
You mean
I
airport?
think
or no?
I mean,
because I'm the one who demanded the mischief. I think.
yeah.
Right.
So I'm just
Oh,
wondering
okay.
what the reaction to that was.
Well,
It
nothing
seems-
bad happened to Ericourt. He just kind of fell asleep for a little bit and then woke up. So I think I'm just kind of thoughtful.
Oh, so you didn't see the mischief?
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
like that was just them dreaming. Maybe you were privy to it, but as a mortal, I don't think I was.
Okay. Cool. I'm glad I asked then. I assumed you had.
Okay.
Yeah, who wants to go next?
I think I want to do a solitaire.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will also do a solitaire. But I think we also see that I am sad and I leave the court. I flee out somewhere into the sacred orchard of Avalon.
The mushrooms didn't cheer you up. Got your way. Let's see.
So am I supposed to announce the question that I'm trying to ask, or do I just get cards to interpret?
Just get cards to interpret if you
Okay.
want.
And do I get to
Yeah.
choose them out, or
Yeah.
okay?
What course or ideal should I best pursue?
Ooh.
Okay. Yep, that makes sense.
Let's see. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Ah, I can't use that one. I have to get a different card. It's Joker again.
Should just get those out of there.
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Done.
Okay. Okay, whatever you say.
Okay, cards. Okay.
I like that in all his games there's always like something to fall back on to like adjudicate responsibility to something else where you're just like, well,
Yeah. Why can't I can't delete this card?
Immortal card.
Oh, because it's a Joker.
It laughs
Doesn't
at
exist.
You
It
just
doesn't
put up in the
exist
corner.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
fine.
has no home it can return to. Yes. Okay.
Very appropriate for given what just happened.
Yes.
Right? Absolutely. Okay.
Hashtag calculated.
I don't have a very clear idea. I know that I want to come to some kind of resolution.
Well, yeah,
But
I kind of think awaking is actually in order.
yeah, I didn't look at that one. I don't know what
That's
that is.
the end game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Are we coming up on time?
Just about. Maybe we can talk about it.
Okay.
Sure. Mhm.
All right, so this is everyone plays, and we take turns in volunteer order. To take your turn, you choose one of the options in waking up, and you read it out loud. Once everyone's had their turn, we continue on to Puck's Farewell to end the game.
Hmm.
So, I refuse to wake up, and instead of returning to my waking life, I disappear into the fading orchard. Next time we play, we find out that I'm still here.
Mm.
Because I have left court, but I'm upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I realize that I'm about to wake up and rush toward dawn to say goodbye. I'm too late. I wake up before I reach them.
Nice.
I realize that I'm about to wake up, but I've left things undone I hope to do here, so that I wake up roaring or groaning in regret.
I think that's the same thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Fraser, or would somebody else like to read Puck's Farewell?
I can.
Yeah.
If we shadows have offended, think but this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream. Gentles do not reprehend, if you pardon we will mend. And as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call, so good night unto you all. Give me your hand, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. And
Yay. Yay!
Yay.
Cool.
Was really good.
It's cool. It's definitely. It feels like. I feel like I feel like the game doesn't explain what you're supposed to do as well, or maybe the premise of the game isn't explained as clearly as, say, The King is Dead or Firebrands.
yeah, I was
Because
floundering a bit there.
and I realized that I think the strength of the game, what we're supposed to do, is solitaire. Solitaire is supposed to guide you, and like I don't think we're supposed to wait around to do solitaire. I know it's weird because we're like doing it on a stream in a certain way, but I feel like you're supposed to do solitaire all the time when you're not sure.
And then, yeah, that makes sense. And then you would frame a particular scene going forward.
Off a desire going forward. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you stumble, I feel like that's the point. That's when it's like, oh, I should do a solitaire.
Yeah. I like the waking part because to me it did feel like there was no game that I could truly resolve my thing with Duncan.
Yeah.
The ending was good, but it also seemed weird that there was no game with that. But then it also jives with the theme of dreaming, where like nothing does really get resolved anyway. So you should just feel like that.
Yeah. I know. It definitely felt like a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I really like. What was everyone's favorite game?
Feast.
Feast, for sure.
For me, I think dance actually.
Yeah. I like the ceiling time together with, or I like the sword to sword with you, Umbra.
That was really good.
Yeah,
But I think I just really liked the feast because it presented a new mechanic, and I thought it was just really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was a good way to reveal certain things that we wouldn't have found out otherwise.
Yeah.
I think the feast is the feel like it as a game the best. But scene wise, like I kind of like the court, like how that played out. like I think it's a good place. Like it's a good place to like talk about stuff and like figure out order.
I think it would have went a lot better if I was familiar with how to do it first.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could see it as like a little mini game that you could definitely master and like really get some cool stuff out. But I was not the one doing that.
No, it happens with these games. It's like I think one of the beautiful things about this game and what makes it so successful is that this game for me calls out to be played again at a different time and try it again and do things differently and try things a different way and experiment and play, like literally play to find out what happens by doing these things. And to me, that's what a successful game is about. It gets me excited to play again at the end of it, right? So for me, that's a big deal, and I liked it. It definitely, so this game is still in Patreon, like early steps. I definitely could see things changing in it. I think, for example, I wasn't really sure about how good the hunt was. The hunt seems odd with the cards and you having a choice and giving those cards out.
Yeah,
that
the
seemed
cards
weak to me.
They seem kind of tacked on in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Well, one of the things I was confused about was that, let's say everybody joined in and you had 4 players and I only have 4 cards and it ends with 3. Do I continue to draw until someone has 3? And
You're not supposed to give out cards if you feel like no one gave a satisfactory answer.
You can only give 1 card per answer. So you give it to somebody.
Right.
So for example, like you could each round someone different could give a satisfactory answer, and then at the end every knight has 1 card and you have none, and then you have to figure out who, then you would draw 1 more card and give it to the hunter you'd prefer to resolve that tie.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I feel like if we're going to like make the cards a bigger deal here, I think like maybe like instead of having like the quarry do the admissions, or not the admissions, but like the choosing how the hunt ends, like maybe let the hunters pick based on how many cards they got. Or, like some influence that way. Because I feel like this is like a neat way to expand the chase into letting multiple people participate. But I think it could.
Yeah, it just seems like
it could go.
At first, I thought it was going to be like a card battle or something.
Yeah,
like we would play cards, and whoever had the highest card would win that thing. And it wasn't like that at all. It was just like, oh, I like that answer. Here, have a card. Oh, I want you to catch me. Here, have a card.
Yeah, it's simply just a pacing mechanic. It only is that. Yeah.
I think it was a fun scene, but as far as a game, it didn't feel very much like one.
Yeah, it wasn't very meaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I had a really good time though. I thought it was really neat. The only thing that I thought was a little weird was that it, by telling people to get 2 and 2 of each, it naturally gets you to pair up, and then it's kind of like, I don't know. I wish some of the games would have some crossover that would force you almost to interact with other people, just because I kept trying to drive at what I wanted to get at, and it naturally split us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah.
And then it's just less spotlight for some people, which is a little bit of a drag. And I think that the mini games could definitely form scenes where everybody was interacting, even if there was an intimacy between the 2 people. So I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that too. Cool. All right. Any closing remarks?
Thanks for having
Thoughts? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So
glad to be here.
Yeah, Fraser, where can people find you?
I'm at Fraser Simons, and Fraser Simons on G+.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Estani?
Estani at twitter.com or here on Twitch at Estani.
Yeah. Umbra.
Yeah, I'm at Dealer Umbra on Twitter, Twitch, and probably other places.
Yeah, cool. And I'm Eric. I'm Eric Vulgaris on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Thanks for watching. This has been In Dreaming Avalon. If you want to be cool and get this game, you have to follow and support Vincent Baker on Patreon. So that's the way to get this game. Go to his Patreon. Back it up. You should absolutely be supporting him on Patreon if you like indie games as much as I do, and you're actually watching this. You probably do. So yeah, definitely do that. Vincent's amazing. So thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Meg, for this amazing game, and thank you, chat, for hanging out with us, and thank you, Umbra, Stanley, and Fraser for taking time out in the evening to play this game with me. That's so sweet. That's so nice. So thank you so much. And we're gonna close it here. So thank you all. Take care. Have a good night.